Guys, what is up? So this has been something I've been working on for like the last month, which has also kind of pushed back some videos a little bit, but I have finally gotten my new computer, my new interface, and my new converters up and running. And that means in the next upcoming videos, I'm gonna show you guys not only the new computer and what I'm gonna be working with, but also how I'm connecting two different interfaces to all of my analog gear. And because the amount of inputs and outputs are changing quite a bit for my SSL system, I now have a different amount of outputs to run to the SSL mixer and the other analog gear. So that also means I'm gonna be showing you guys a new, we'll call it a revised setup of how I'm gonna run all these 32 analog outputs to the gear, to the SSL, XDesk, and then just some new routing that I'm gonna be able to do because of the expanded inputs and outputs. Additionally, if you guys have seen any of the YouTube shorts, you guys know that I'm also now gonna be tracking drums in, we'll call it my vocal booth. At one point it was the vocal booth, now it's gonna be the drum room. So I'm gonna start tracking drums out there, which also means now I need to have a different recording setup. So I need to have additional analog inputs to be able to record all these microphones, but I also put the mic pre's in the drum room with me so that I can easily adjust them. You know, it just creates a much more complex system because I also need inputs to do all the analog gear type stuff and recording back analog channels. So this system went from, you know, complex enough to even more complex. So if we can see up top, it is a 16-core, 5.2 gig processor with 64 gigs of RAM. And I have so much storage that I'll never have enough projects to fill it all up. So I'm gonna be running a total of 4 drives in this computer. So there is a 2 terabyte system drive, which is the biggest drive I've ever had for a system drive. And then I'll have 3 other drives in there, all solid state. There's one for projects. There's one for all the audio data. We'll call it like drum samples, sample or loop, anything like that. And then the last drive is a backup drive. So what happens is every single month I go ahead and just back up everything that I have for that previous month's work. I'm usually working on 10 projects a week for other people's music. And then of course I have the Buffalo stuff. I have my own personal projects, just things that I'm working on, YouTube videos. So, you know, it's easy 20 projects a week. So I'm backing up a ton of stuff every single month. And that's just in case, you know, a drive crashes, I don't lose everything. So to start, I have the RME M32DA. So this is 32 analog outputs, all connected through MADI. And then obviously we have the computer, and I am of course running Cakewalk by BandLab. I did not want to change DAWs. There is just absolutely no reason. Obviously, I guess in a way I'm changing a little bit because I am going from Cakewalk Sonar Platinum to now Cakewalk by BandLab. Of course, I'll have both DAWs on this new computer, but the goal is to just be 100% BandLab and only have to open up Sonar Platinum if I absolutely need it for whatever reason. Now, that is only for the outputs. We'll call it the main outputs is the RME card, but I also need now inputs, right? I, number one, need to be able to record the outputs from the SSL XDesk, and then I need to have, you know, route those to inputs on a converter. I also need a separate converter just for the inputs. And that is going to be this card. This is the Ferrofish. So this is 16 inputs and 16 outputs. The SSL converters are going away. I am going to keep the Apogee Big Ben. That will clock the Ferrofish for the inputs and the RME for the outputs. So this brings in a new challenge for me because I need to, like I said, record the outputs from the SSL XDesk to be able to record all that analog audio that I processed. But I also need to be able to record all the mic pre's for the drums in the drum room. So these mic pre's plus another 8 that I ordered last week will give me about 20 analog mic pre's in here, be the mic preamps for the 20 microphones that are in this room on these 2 different drum kits. And the whole idea is that I want every microphone to have its own dedicated mic pre so that I'm never really readjusting things. You know, I'll set all the levels to what I like for that particular microphone. There's also going to be some outboard gear in here. And the whole plan is to, you know, just be able to come in here, sit down on either drum kit and be able to record without really thinking about anything or making many changes. So for me and the way I've been working lately, this really makes the most sense because, you know, I don't have the opportunity of, you know, being in the other room and being the engineer and then also being here and drumming. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but I play drums. I've been playing drums for like 22 years. In fact, it's pretty much the reason why I got into recording. So I don't have the opportunity to be in here and also out there. And so I got to make it really easy on myself. So I took this hi-hat cymbal and drilled some holes in it, and now it sounds so much better. So I'm going to show you guys what it sounded like before. That's the other part. That's the other half, and this is the after. So this is going to be another video. Plus, I think you'll notice my sub kick on snare, and I have another one on kick drum, and I'll have a third on this additional drum kit. And yes, of course, those are all going to be videos. I will make sure I will show you guys exactly how I did that. If you guys have noticed, I have this little Bluetooth speaker, which is hooked up to the RME card right now as a way for me to actually have, you know, audio. I didn't want to like connect everything from this system to this until I was, you know, I was fully ready to start hooking things up. So yeah, this little Bluetooth speaker has been the audio for this computer. A little off topic, my wife picked up this little like TP dog bed thing for Sky to lay in here. It's I think this is pretty adorable, but she's just enjoying the studio. So there's still a few things that I have to install on the studio computer to make everything actually work. So I'm going to deal with that over this kind of, we'll call it the Christmas break. After that, I will get to installing this, and I will, of course, film everything and let you guys see. All right, guys, so that's what's been going on. That's the reason why I haven't uploaded like a full true video in the last couple of weeks. This second computer is just sucking every last minute of my possible time that I have on top of my normal client work. So, which brings up a good point. True Sound Studios now has an official website. It is tssrecording.com. I have all my rates on there, links to videos. There's also a download section where I'm going to be putting a bunch of free drum shots, drum loops, anything from these videos where I'm recording full drums or full songs. It'll be also uploaded to the website where, of course, you can download this stuff for free. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.